Okay, lads and ladies, so match reaction there. Liverpool 4, Barnsley 1. We're through now to the fourth round. We are up against Brighton at home. Going to be a lot tougher game than that, I can assure you. We fielded a very, very strong side. I think the scoreline certainly matches what our expectations would usually be, but certainly does not tell the tale of that game. I think Barnsley really, really gave a good account of themselves. Were very, very dangerous in the opening couple of minutes of that game. They really, got us on the counter a couple of times and really kind of started to create trouble for us. It wasn't until the ninth minute that Dominic Sloboslai from outside the box scored a worldie. And then in the 36th minute, Frimpong equaled that with another worldie. Uh, just, I think it was just slightly inside the box, but a lovely goal all the same. Um, then obviously we shortly after that, another counter from Barnsley. Sloboslai came rushing in to defend that and basically walked across the bloody goal and then backheeled it to Adam Phillips, who probably had the easiest of goals that you're ever likely to score. A real mess up there by Sloboslai. I didn't think that Sloboslai really kind of came back into the game, although, he has been the engine in midfield. And it wasn't too obviously when Rio was injured and had to come off. Of course, Sloboslai fucking put at right back. But the substitutions can't really say anything against them. Obviously, Florian Wirtz scored an absolute worldie as well. Some really, really good goals in this game, to be honest with you. Lovely back heel and assist there by Hugo Ekitike, and a lovely, well taken goal there by Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz then returned the favour with Hugo Ekitike. Lovely pass there by Sloboslai. Nice pace there by Wirtz, who great balance, great control, passed it into Hugo Ekitike, and Hugo, our main man, our boss, scored then the fourth. 4-1 doesn't really tell the tale, considering that they gave man of the match to Reyes Cleary. I don't know whether he's related to me. We will go on Mari or Jeremy Kyle. We'll do a paternity test and we'll see what the story is. But yeah, guys, I mean, look, it is what it is. 4 goals, well taken. But this is against a side that are 17th in League One. So, we expect to give a good account of ourselves. And considering that we were fielding a very, very strong side, Cody Gapco, I didn't think was at all at the races. I don't think Cody played well at all. Chiesa, he looked lively in parts. Rio, I thought played very well. Hopefully, that's not a serious injury, although he had to come off for that. Um, Dominic was a little quiet. Maka was a little quiet. I think Jones played well for us. Mohamed Ashvili, I was impressed with. But it's still this, build up from the back caused us some concerns there. And we obviously had lost possession in some of the play there. And we just look weak from the back. We just always looked weak from the back. And it's not ideal. We need to look at that, and we need to improve that game. That scoreline certainly flattered us, and I don't think really didn't really tell the full story of how well Barnsley did. Or Barnsley, what to say? Barnsley? What the fuck's that? Barnsley. So I think Barnsley can hang their head, or not hang their head. I think they can have their head up high I think Liverpool will know that they got lucky in the end. So that's my take on it, guys. Whether it's right or wrong, you have your opinion on it. I'm sure you will voice it here, guys. I'm just going to have a look at some of the comments before we close off for the night. Apart from Hugo Ekitike, I read that, Callum. Hugo Ekitike, Jones, and Verts. Rest were complacent. 4 goals for Liverpool today, says Bond. Yeah, really good goals. Cup games are always tricky, says Bond. Absolutely. And says win. And I was wondering where you've gone to. Win, all that matters, Shauna, but we looked all over the shop at times, which is worrying. Dom's backheel assist was the best of the lot, says Steve. I'm not too sure. I think the back heel there from Hugo to Verts, I thought was good. Dom bungled it, and says, scary the space we gave them. Yeah, absolutely. Lad, they got Blackpool on Saturday, says Jay Garrett. Before we go, Shauna, I just want to wish you all the best for Thursday, mate. Hope it all goes well and your recovery is quick. Appreciate that, man. This has been postponed twice already, so it's kind of the realization is kind of hitting a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous. I said that to Adam there earlier today, so I don't know what to really expect, but it's going to be rough. And Dico says they are below Exeter in the league. Might have been me, but some of our players look half-arsed. I think at any level, if you've got players half-assed, then you've got to ask why they're half-assed. Is it down to the players themselves, or is it down to unrest in the dressing room? Hard to know. Thank you, Anto, or Ant Dico, should I say? I don't know why we couldn't find you on YouTube, but we can see your comments on StreamYard. So there you go. I'm not too sure really of whether I can give ratings, guys. If you want to maybe give your ratings before we go, I'll see. Maybe I'll just have a look at the team again, and I'll give my ratings, I suppose. So Mohamed Ashvili, nothing that he could have really done with their goal. I give him a 6. Frimpong, I think looked dangerous on the when he got up there when he was crossing it. I think he did very well. I give him a 6.5. Gomez and Van Dijk. Gomez, I don't think had a great game. I'll give him a 5. I'll give Virgil a 5.5. Andy Robertson, I think I'd give him a 6. I think about right back and left back, I think the lads gave a good account of themselves. Chiesa, we have this rule that we're going to give Chiesa 10 out of 10 regardless. Maka, I don't think played all that well. I don't think he played all that well at all. So I'll give him a 4.5. Curtis Jones, I'll give him a 7.5. Dominic Szoboszlai, I'll give him a 6. Obviously, he conceded the goal, and that's why I'm dropping points there. Rio, I thought played well. I'll give him a 6.5. Cody Gakpo, by far the worst player on the pitch. I give him a 4. Substitutions. Traore, didn't really see much of him coming into the game. Came in the 88 minutes, so not really enough to kind of, give him a rating. Ryan Gravenberch, I didn't really see much of, to be honest with you. Hugo Ekitike, I give him a 7. Like literally for 30 minutes, I thought he as soon as Hugo came on, I thought he played very well. And Verts, I'll give him the same. I'll give him a 7 as well, because obviously they got a assist and a goal each. So, Slot will be thinking to himself, well, I got the substitutions right in the end, and no one can put that away from me. Overall performance, I would be agreeing with Richard the Red, 6 out of 10, which I think is fair. Obviously, a flurry of goals at the end, certainly tells the tale. Was that a penalty with Slabbersly and Cleary? I think so. I definitely think so. Jay Gar says, Gapco, Getches are messing. I don't know what that means. Bolden Rancher, how are you? They easily cut through us on attacks. Boring as usual. 4-1 was flattering. We have no identity, sadly. On to the next round. Yeah, I think, despite, some of the ratings that I gave, I think overall, it didn't really tell the tale, to be honest with you. Hugo, man of the match, in my opinion, says Richard the Red, brought energy into it, some energy. Absolutely. Chris says, I'd mark Verts down on missing a sitter. Okay, but Verts and Hugo partnership looking good. Yes, indeed. So, guys, that's really all I've got to say on that one. This will be my last match watch along for the next couple of weeks. I don't really know how long it'll be. Obviously, I've got to concentrate on obviously recovering after the surgery and whatnot. So I'll leave it in the capable hands of Adam and even Martin if he comes on. And yeah, leave it with them. Tomorrow night we are doing the 7 p.m. with AKM. Yes, we've got a different name. It's not the 7 o'clock slot anymore. Usually have that on a Monday night. It is going to be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We'll have a talk about everything that is Liverpool, all the rumours, Alonso, our performance of late, Slot, the whole shebang, and obviously talking about Martinelli and Bradley as well. And of course, then we are through to the next round of Shauno's world famous quiz, where there's points to be had, guys. So if you're on the leaderboard or on the table, you got to turn up or you lose out on an opportunity of getting a few points. And at the end of the season, when we count all the points, first prize or the winner gets a what do they get? They get a trophy. They get Shauno's world famous quiz trophy. And it is the first time that we have done a season league table, which gives people more opportunity and more opportunity to kind of get back and score a few points and get further up in the table. But they win the trophy, the Shauno's world famous quiz trophy, which has already been made, or it's already been designed, let's say. And also you're going to be getting an original illustration from our sponsor, Sean Leonard Art. So check that out. So thank you for all of the lovely comments. Thank you for everyone that has tagged along, and thank you for all your well wishes. And I hope to talk to you very well. I'll speak to you tomorrow if you're on. And after that, I'm not too sure. So fingers crossed anyway. Just to go down through some of the comments before I go. God bless you, Shauno. Hope all goes well, says Richard the Red. Appreciate that. Says, thank you for the stream. Looking forward to the quiz tomorrow. See you then. Absolutely. Be good crack. They get an Everton toffee collection from the Northern Bog. I take it you're talking about the prize there. Chris says, giving everyone a head start to make it competitive for everyone else. All right, Chris. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's the end of it. So thank you again for joining, and we'll leave it at that.